No Recipe Required, where we're making cooking easy. At least we're trying to make cooking easy. What we're gonna do tonight is a roast chicken. I love roasting whole chickens. I think it's far and away the best way to eat a chicken. You get that delicious crispy brown skin, the meat cooked on the bone, so much more flavor, tender, juicy. The only problem, it can take some time to cook a whole roast chicken in the normal way, throwing the whole thing in the oven. So I'm going to show you the fastest way to do it, at least the fastest way I can do it, while still preserving all those great elements of the chicken. We're going to show you how to butterfly it, which is really taking the backbone out, spread it out. We'll throw some vegetables down, throw the chicken on some vegetables, put it in the oven. Once it hits the oven, 45 minutes or so, and you're done. Let the thing rest. You're slicing it open. You're in heaven. It's absolutely spectacular. Let's go ahead. I'll show you how to do it. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to butterfly the chicken. We've got the bone in right here. By the way, I'm not moving this fast. We're speeding the video up a little bit because it's a lot of hacking that gets a little bit boring. So, decided to speed it up for you but still show you what's going on. We've got that spine right down the middle. I'm using kind of my heaviest gauge knife here. And you're just trying to cut down both sides of the spine. I'm also using kitchen shears like this. It's the rib cage connects to that spine. Breast side of the chicken is down, and you're just trying to cut down through the bone on both sides of that spine. It's going to take some hammering, some whaling with that knife, a little bit of cutting with the shears, but eventually, as you cut through those ribs, you'll be able to pull that spine right out of there. You may have to flip the chicken around, press, pull a little bit, but it will eventually come out for you. If you don't want to monkey with this, ask the butcher, ask the store where you're buying to do it. But eventually, like I'm doing here, you're gonna get that spine out. You can roast it separately, make soup, whatever. Okay, so we got the spine out of our chicken, and I put the skin side up. We're gonna season it with salt and pepper on both sides. Now, the other thing you want to do, if your chicken kind of has any lumps or unbroken bones, just kind of press down on it with your hands, flatten it out so it's nice and smooth. I got salt and pepper on both sides. We're going to coat with a little bit of olive oil. And I'm using a little bit of just kind of store-bought chicken spice, little barbecue rub. You can use whatever you want. Very flexible on the seasonings. You do just want to be pretty liberal with them. Make sure you get it nice and coated. Salt, pepper, seasoning on all sides. Now, once you get this on there, what I'm going to do, I sliced up an onion and a lemon just into thin little slices, coated those in olive oil. That's what's in the bowl here. I'm going to lay those out on my tray, and I'm going to put the chicken right on top of those guys with the meat side down, I guess. And as it's in the oven, those onions and lemons are kind of going to steam, give the meat a nice flavor, keep it moist and tender in there, while the top gets nice and browned and crispy. Alright, our final bit of love for our chicken here is a little bit of olive oil just rubbed all over the top. Keeps the chicken nice and crispy. Then what you want to do, if there's wings sticking out, you can tuck those guys in. We're going to stick this into a 450 degree oven. It's going to take about 45 minutes to cook through. Alright, here is our cooked chicken. Took mine about 45 minutes or so to get to 160 degrees. You want that nice crispy golden brown crust. I'm going to slide it over to a cutting board to let it rest for about 15 minutes before we cut it open. Alright, so during that resting time, if you wanted to make a sauce with some of those onions, it'd be a great time. A little bit of wine, mustard, you're good to go. Chicken is rested. I'm going to carve it up. We'll serve a little bit of breast meat here, but you're a leg fan, wing fan. It's all absolutely spectacular. This is a great way to roast that chicken. You get that crust, you get all the wonder of the whole roast chicken in a much shorter time. And I will see you next time on No Recipe Required. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed watching me make this chicken. It's one of my favorite ways to do it because it is super fast, super easy. You can get the whole thing done, with a little practice in an hour and 10 minutes or so. Go ahead. I'm going to put a link up here to my other roast chicken recipes. These are mostly kind of whole roasted, traditionally roasted, but lots of different flavor options up there, how to brine, really great stuff that you can do in the same method. Just split open that bird. And for me, what goes better as a side dish with roast chicken than mashed potatoes. So I'm going to put up a link to some of my favorite mashed potato recipes. Check them out. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you next time on No Recipe Required.